Understand the last housing price crash, why it happened. When's the last time you sat down with someone and talked about money? Well, what do you mean talk about money? Well, if you don't know what to talk about, then you don't understand money. So go learn how money works. Go learn how a bank works. Go sit on YouTube for free. You don't have to pay 50 grand in 4 years of university. Go sit on YouTube and understand money, banking, or the real estate market, any of it. Understand the last housing price crash, why it happened. Understand mortgage rates and how that's affected by interest rates. Understand it, and then go sit with someone else who understands it and talk about it. Oh yeah, I should do that, yeah. Back to TV. Just even being around people with money, it's just a good place to be. I'll give you an example. I was in Romania and I have the largest car collection, probably in Romania. I have 28 supercars, everything you can name. And I went to a town called Cluj-Napoca. Most people are so dependent on the system that they'll fight to defend it. Their minds are not ready to be freed. I was walking to college with a couple of my friends and a Ferrari drove past. And I said, bro, you see that? And he goes, yeah, what about it? I said, doesn't that piss you off? I must be about 16. He goes, why? So this dude has 400 G's for a car, 400 grand. I'm walking 4 miles to college because my mom hasn't got any car. He has 400 grand. Do you think he works a job? Do you think he's fucking behind a counter somewhere? He knows something about the world that I don't know. And they were like, well, he's rich. I'm like, yeah, I know. I didn't say he wasn't rich, dummy. I'm saying he knows something about the world I don't know. And I was intrigued and it angered me. I couldn't sleep for weeks. Arrogance is the reason 98% of people don't have any money. That's why. They're just fucking arrogant and stupid. I don't want to be a negative person because I'm not. But to a degree, I think the universe is very giving. I say this to people and say, when's the last time, we talked about the coffee shop example. I say this to people all the time. When's the last time you sat and talked about money? When's the last time you sat down with someone and talked about money? Well, if you don't know what to talk about, then you don't understand money. So go learn how money works. Go learn how a bank works. Go sit on YouTube for free. Go sit on YouTube and understand money, banking, or the real estate market, any of it. And mortgage rates and how that's affected by interest rates. Understand it, and then go sit with someone else who understands it and talk about it. Just even being around people with money, it's just a good place to be. You should go. Just meet other people who at least have money. Have conversations about money. Talk about it. How are you going to get what you don't talk about? I think absolutely everybody should go. They should be listening to you and understanding how the real estate market works, and they should be polite to people and courteous and nice, and they might make a friend. If you're in a room full of people who want to talk about money, then you're going to end up knowing about money. And people also understand that they're likely to become the sum of the 5 people they spend the most time with.
Yeah.
But then they hang around with losers. The average person is not sitting around having conversations about the war in Ukraine, the Russian ruble, and the financial impact of the war. Me and my team and my network, we're different. Like most people see the news, they watch the news. Okay. Anyway, me and my team, we're watching the news. Okay, how can that make us money? How can that make me money? How can that make me money?
Right.
And it's a different attitude. I'm having endless conversations about the financial impacts of the war in Ukraine and whether we think that Russia's going to win or lose. And now the Russian ruble is at an all-time high. The Russian economy is stronger than it's ever been. After crashing at the height of the sanctions, when they took away the sovereign wealth fund of Russia, which is fucking criminal anyway, they did that. The man out here who goes, I'm just going to work hard, do my bit, and obey the laws, and I'll have a good life. No, you won't. No, you will not. Just doing your job is never going to make you rich, because you're just going to be taxed into infinity and you're going to stay broke. A lot of the things people are told about how to make money was accurate, but it's no longer accurate. I knew there had to be another way. I knew that just working for money was a paradigm that wasn't true. I'd say this another thing. I say to people who ask me, they go, Andrew, how do I get rich? Just even being around people with money, it's just a good place to be. I'll give you an example. I was in Romania and I have the largest car collection, probably in Romania. I have 28 supercars, everything you can name. And I went to a town called Cluj-Napoca. It's on the border of Hungary. And I drove there in my Chiron and I parked up and a kid came up and he said, hey, can I take some photos of your car? I have a car spotting page. I was like, yeah, whatever, cool. And he goes, yeah, okay, I'll just be a few minutes to this. So he took a bunch of photos and he come up to me and goes, hey, do you want the photos? And I was like, not really, I've already have photos. And he goes, oh yeah, okay. Well, if you want them, here's my email address. And I said to him, why do you do this? Like, you spend all day standing around taking photos of other people's cars. Is that not a waste of time? I thought it was a waste of time, but I was wrong. He goes, oh, well, I skipped school and I skipped college because I knew if I take pictures of expensive cars and email them to people, I'll have email addresses of the richest people in Romania.